What does being a Maverick mean to me? I think it means, I have to think about this because there's so many words rushing through my head.
I do like how Mavericks, it stands for different and unique and kind of standing out.
For me, it was kind of taking an unconventional route and really taking advantage of what I want from my college experience and being able to go get it.
Freshmen need to see that face of a strong individual, like a leader that's a Mav.
Being a Maverick means helping one another. I think it means being inclusive.
Being a Maverick is just being a part of the community.
I think of my Hispanic community, I think of the queer community, I think of standing out, but also standing out together, if that makes sense.
We must ensure every student has an extraordinary experience and enjoys a true sense of belonging here.
I always thought that I belonged to Mercy. It's a beautiful campus, wonderful people. I feel peace when I come to Mercy.
Honestly, I think Mercy just had a special kind of aura to it.
I love the community. It's family, it's tight-knit, it's professors who are willing to help, it's understanding what your students are going through.
What I need from my college experience is very tailored to me and who I am, and I've been able to find that through the resources here at Mercy.
I always felt the support from my professors, my PAC mentor.
They gave me links to scholarships, applications. They gave me options that I couldn't see by myself.
I wanted to go to a school that would accept me and know my name.
We listen to our students. We are creative and flexible in finding new ways to help them achieve their goals.
In every way, my Mercy education and my experience has been transformational. That was our founding mission.
Of this university, which is now forever my home, I'm very proud and honored to say I am a Mercy Maverick.
And I'm a very proud Maverick today and will always be.
Today at Mercy, I am a very proud Maverick.
Being a Maverick to me means just being a person here at Mercy that does whatever they can to foster and build the community, make it safe, make it fun.
Feeling like a family, but also a family pushing you out into the world.
Because that's the whole point, right? You get your degree, you go on and work.
I'm super, super, super grateful for the connections that I've made here.
Mercy was one of the top schools in which I saw a good career path for myself.
Right now, given the challenges our nation faces, Mercy's approach to education is needed more than ever.
A lot of the students here are first gen, and I am as well, so being able to uplift one another, and you can see it in the atmosphere all over campus where everyone's a helping hand.
To help and become a better person for future generations, it gives me the motivation to just keep going and achieve my goals.
Mercy offers the opportunity and the pathway to prosperity and stability for those willing to invest in themselves and make the most of their experiences.
I got to meet all these amazing people. I've done all these great things. To say that I'm in college, I'm almost done, I'm almost at the finish line, it's something that words can't describe.
I would consider Mercy as my home because we all one and we all a team.
I love the feeling of community at Mercy, and I look forward to continuing to build that culture in the coming months and years.
Mercy's still going to be here for you even after you're graduating, so I think that's really important.
I'm not necessarily closing the chapter on Mercy. I think we're just moving along together.
So being a Maverick for me is being able to shape yourself, but also shaping yourself to be a better person for the future.
90th commencement exercises of Mercy University for the School of Health and Natural Sciences. I am Dr. Kristen Curry Greenwood, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Our program today includes distinguished student and guest speakers and the conferral of degrees of our graduates. Will you please rise for the national anthem? Please join Zaire Smith, Isa Sanchez from the class of 2022, and Stephen Burney, class of 2024, in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the most thirsty in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. For the enjoyment of all, we ask that the students and audience remain in the arena until the conclusion of the ceremony. It is now my distinct honor to introduce the 13th President of Mercy University, Dr. Susan L. Parrish. President Parrish.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, families and friends, to the trustees, my wonderful faculty and staff colleagues who are seated nearby, and most of all, good morning to the Mavericks who are graduating today. Woo! Before we begin, I'd like to express my gratitude to the people who have served in our armed forces. Whether you are active duty military, a veteran, or a reservist, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service to our country. What a beautiful day for a graduation. With everything that's been going on in the world and in our country, I can't help but think that a lot of us have been holding our breath quite a bit. And today is a day to exhale. Today is a day of joy and celebration. So class of 2025, I'd like to spend a moment recognizing your people, the folks who got you here. And I don't just mean academically. Family and friends, you have made sacrifices, financial ones, emotional ones, everyday ones, to make this day happen. Some of you sat up at night wondering if the sacrifices would be worth it. And here our graduates are in cap and gown. Their graduation is your achievement too. So graduates, before we go any further, I want you to stand up, find your people, and thank them for making it possible for you to be here today. Okay, class of 2025, when I think about your journey, I can't help but admire your impeccable timing. You began college during a global pandemic. You embody perseverance and resilience. You navigated remote learning, you managed family responsibilities, you juggled jobs, and you endured months of financial aid uncertainty. You are here, you will cross the stage because you adapted, you leaned in, you kept going, you showed determination. And even better, you worked as a community and found ways to help each other navigate the unknown. Feminist writer and civil rights activist Audre Lorde once wrote, "Without community, there is no liberation. But community must not mean a shedding of our differences, nor the pathetic pretense that these differences do not exist." Basically, she meant that real progress isn't about pretending things are fine. Instead, it's about working together, especially across and through our differences. And that right there is the Mercy Way. This is who you are. You might think I would focus on what lessons my faculty colleagues have instilled in you, but honestly, what matters just as much is what you have taught us. You've shown us what resilience looks like and what it means to build community and become leaders in the 2020s. Graduates, you mastered complex material. You excelled in demanding clinicals. You became scientists and researchers. You brought your classroom learning to real patients and into labs. You did environmental research in our region's rivers. You stayed up late studying anatomy and pharmacology and woke up early for internships. You led wellness efforts, organized blood and food drives, and you supported your peers as tutors, RAs, and orientation leaders. You were student athletes, club leaders, and community volunteers. You brought your classroom learning to life, and you enriched our campuses for everyone. We have so many inspiring stories among this graduating class. One student returned to Mercy while supporting her son, who was also earning his undergraduate degree at Mercy at the same time. Balancing intense academic and financial pressures, she leveraged the resources that Mercy has available, and she kept moving forward. She was chasing her goals, and last month, she passed her licensing exam and officially became a doctor of physical therapy. Family and friends, you know that these graduates in front of us are amazing. One biomedical sciences graduate is headed to med school in Tennessee. Others are taking time to study for the MCAT and then apply for joint PhD, MD programs. These graduates have accepted jobs across science, healthcare, and veterinary fields. They will bring their skill, their dedication, and their compassion to their new positions. And for those of you who are moving to grad school, to new jobs, new adventures, or new cities, we can't wait to see what is in store for you. Graduates, the world needs you. I won't pressure you and say you are our only hope, but I can tell you this: the future is brighter because you are entering the workforce or graduate school. You carry Mercy values of persistence and purpose with you, and that makes me enormously optimistic. I could talk for days about each of you and how wonderful you are, but I'll end it here. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've earned this joy. Congratulations.
To ask you to return to center stage to present the President's Medal for Preeminent Scholarship. The 2025 President's Medal is awarded to Ms. Dua Imran, who receives her Bachelor of Science degree in Health Sciences, this past December 2024. Ms. Imran, please join President Parrish at the center stage to receive your award.
Congratulations to
It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Jennifer Hernandez to offer the undergraduate student address on behalf of the School of Health and Natural Sciences.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today to celebrate this incredible milestone with us. Standing here now, I'm filled with immense gratitude and reminded of my mother's encouraging words, "I know you can do it." My journey to this moment was different, just as every path presented in these graduation classes. And that's what makes today so meaningful, because behind every cap and gown is a unique story. And that's the beauty of Mercy University. It's not a place that expects perfection. It's a place that embraces potential and meets you where you are. From professors who guided us, mentors who helped us, and peers who never let us feel alone. During my time here, I had the honor of serving as a lecturer and lab fellow, an experience that allowed me to give back by mentoring others and bridging gaps, as it was once done for me. And it is with this foundation that I will continue my journey here at Mercy University as I enter the Occupational Therapy Master's Program this fall. But I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. There were moments when imposter syndrome crept in and often made me question myself. But what was my mother's heartfelt words, my partner's constant reassurance, and my little sister's love that reminded me of who I am and everything I'm capable of. And I know I'm not alone in this feeling. Each of us carries a village behind us. So to our family, our friends, the faculty, thank you. Your support brought us to this exact moment. Class of 2025, we may come from different paths, but today we stand united by our courage, determinations, and resilience. So take a deep breath and say, "I did it," because you've earned every single second of this celebration. And while I'm sure of the amazing places you will go, remember, when time gets tough, remember your Mercy journey and everything you achieved. And remind yourself that you can and that you will continue to succeed. And Mom, you were right. I did it, we did it. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Kiani Marie Gales to offer the graduate student address on behalf of the School of Health and Natural Sciences.
Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. My name is Kiani Gales, and I'm a graduate of the Communication Disorders program. To be honest with you, I always thought my first time speaking to a crowd of this size would be at my first stand-up comedy show, but I guess this is pretty cool too. In all seriousness though, it is an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate not just a milestone, but a journey. One filled with late night study sessions, early morning clinicals, and more caffeine than any human should consume. I'm sure we've all had our fair share of challenges during our academic careers, whether it be difficult exams, rigorous research, or just trying to balance academics with life outside the classroom. Despite all of that, we persevered, we adapted, we supported each other, and today we stand victorious. Not just as graduates, but as future healthcare providers and change makers. That being said, none of this would be possible without the amazing wisdom, guidance, and patience of our faculty. To our professors, mentors, and advisors,
You have challenged us, inspired us, and at times even tolerated our endless questions and panic-driven emails at odd hours. You've pushed us to think critically, to question, and to grow, not just as students, but as individuals ready to take on the world. As we progress into our respective fields, let us embrace lifelong learning. Healthcare is an ever-evolving field, and it is our responsibility to continue growing along with it. Most importantly, let us not fear the unknown. Instead, let us view uncertainty as an opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to make meaningful change. Class of 2025, we are not just graduates. We are the future of healthcare. We have the power to change lives, to advance knowledge, and to protect the populations we serve. Let us go forward with courage, with passion, and with the unwavering belief that what we do matters. Congratulations, class of 2025. The world is waiting for us.
Thank you, Ms. Gales. President Parrish will now preside at the conferring of the honorary degree for the School of Health and Natural Sciences. Assisting is Mercy University trustees Mr. Carlos Passy and Vice Chair Dr. John Thompson.
President Parrish, it's my distinct privilege to present Dr. Sherlita Ambler to receive an honorary degree.
Dr. Sherlita Ambler, you are an exemplary guardian of public health whose remarkable career spanning nearly 4 decades has protected countless lives across federal, state, and local jurisdictions during some of our nation's most challenging health crises. Your professional journey reflects both exceptional versatility and an unwavering commitment to public service. From your early roles as a microbiologist and communicable disease investigator to your work as an ER nurse, CDC physician, and ultimately as New York's longest-serving health commissioner, you have approached each position with unparalleled dedication and expertise. Your multifaceted training encompassing microbiology, nursing, pediatrics, and emergency management has enabled you to address public health challenges with both scientific rigor and profound compassion. During moments of national crisis, you have stood at the forefront of response efforts. Your deployment to Florida during the post-9/11 anthrax attacks, for which you received the Health and Human Service Secretary's Award for Distinguished Service, demonstrated your courage and your commitment. More recently, your leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic in Westchester County, site of some of New York's earliest cases, exemplified public health response at its finest as you orchestrated case identification, testing strategies, vaccination campaigns, and safety protocols that protected vulnerable populations throughout our community. Beyond emergency response, your proactive public health initiatives have addressed persistent threats to community well-being. Your leadership in communicable disease control, from measles and tuberculosis to Lyme disease and West Nile virus, has prevented countless illnesses. Your implementation of the county-wide Narcan campaign has saved lives amid the devastating opioid epidemic, training professionals and community members alike to respond effectively to overdose emergencies and prevent needless death. Your contributions to education and professional development as Adjunct Professor of Public Health and Clinical Associate Professor of Pediatrics at New York Medical College, ensure that your expertise and experience will benefit generations of public health professionals. Your role in launching the New York Medical College's Center for Disaster Medicine further strengthens our region's preparation for unforeseen challenges. The numerous accolades you have received from Westchester Magazine Healthcare Hero and West Fair Communications Westchester Doctors of Distinction, to the prestigious William Cullen Bryant Award from New York Medical College, culminated in the New York State Senate's declaration of September 26 as Dr. Shirlita Ambler Day, a fitting tribute to your enduring impact on public health across the state of New York. So it is a true privilege for me to say that by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New York and Mercy University's Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Dr. Shirlita Ambler, the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Ambler.
Honored to be a Mercy colleague now. Thank you. So, members of the board, President Parrish, Provost Greenwood, Dean Highland, Grand Marshal, distinguished faculty, alumni, honored family, friends, partners, and guests, and the 2025 graduating class of Mercy University School of Health and Natural Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a privilege to be your commencement speaker. I bring you the warmest greetings and congratulations from the Honorable Kenneth W. Jenkins, Westchester County Executive. We in county government are proud of our college-educated population, the highest percentage in New York, and home base to Mercy University. Today, we mark an exciting milestone in the personal and professional lives of our newest colleagues, the graduating class of 2025 in the School of Health and Natural Sciences. What awesome brain power is assembled here this morning. By my count, you have studied in nearly 20 different concentrations within 10 majors: biology, clinical, laboratory science, health science, exercise science, veterinary technology, physical therapy, physician's assistant, occupational therapy, and occupational therapy assistant, and communication disorders, speech and language pathology. Congratulations to all of you. Today you have proven to your professors, your families, and those that you love the most that you have the persistence and the talent and the drive to succeed, not just in academics, but in life. Today opens the doors to your chosen disciplines. For some of you, it may be entry to more degrees to come. And for others, it will be the ticket to jobs in your chosen field. So tell me, what am I doing here, a public health physician, as your commencement speaker? As your Commissioner of Health here in Westchester, I work with and depend on the professions you are entering. At the health department, we partner with almost every health science and practice. Our clinics give vaccines to children and adults. We test people for tuberculosis and sexually transmitted diseases and evaluate and treat when indicated. We test animals for rabies, ensure treatment for people who were exposed, and partner with veterinarians to vaccinate cats and dogs. We oversee early intervention and preschool programs for children at risk and work closely with their therapists in PT, OT, and speech. We identify childhood lead poisoning and remediate the sources to protect young children. We ensure that the water you drink and the food you eat is safe. We limit the spread of communicable disease. Education is key to every program because accurate information empowers our residents to maintain their health. Since at least the 18th century, public health has intersected with many of your disciplines to protect against disease, preserve good health, and promote a culture of wellness. Dr. Edward Jenner and his smallpox vaccine have literally saved more human lives than anyone in history. In the 19th century, Louis Pasteur, a chemist, made vaccines against anthrax and rabies. Dr. Robert Koch, a microbiologist and physician, gave us Koch's postulates to help establish the cause of a disease. And John Snow, the father of epidemiology, demonstrated that cholera was waterborne and preventable. The 20th century brought many more vaccines and toxoids, improved sanitation, countless new medications, and safe food and water that have resulted in dramatic improvements in life expectancy and quality. Overall, we found that 60% of U.S. deaths were caused by preventable risk factors like tobacco, drunk driving, and obesity. The impact of our collective success is that we save millions of lives at a time, and our most grateful patients are the ones we never see. The results have been dramatic. During the last century, life expectancy at birth increased from 47 years to 77 years. Half of the babies born in this country in 1900 died before their 5th birthday. Today, more than 99% survive. These successes were not just the work of a single discipline, but came from work across disciplines to make a healthier world. The future health of our people will depend in part on you and your colleagues. Education gives you the tools to succeed at opportunities that may come your way that you might have never imagined. So whatever your discipline, whatever your career plans, whatever your personal goals, you now have valuable new knowledge and skills that we really need. Many people regard graduation as an endpoint. Classes are over, tests are graded, so why do we call it commencement? For some of you, this is the starting point, the opportunity you are looking for. For others, this is an opening to a new career that will benefit countless people that you haven't even met yet. Future opportunities can be endless. Look at my career. And the choices are yours. Over 100 years ago, our iconic president, Teddy Roosevelt, said, "Far and away, the best prize life has to offer is the chance to work hard at work worth doing." So if you really embrace your discipline, stay curious, work to learn something new with every experience along the way, fly high and dream big. As Teddy said, far and away, This is the best prize life has to offer. I thank you and I congratulate you, class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Amler. Congratulations again. And now, graduates, the class of 2025, it is your turn. President Parrish will preside over the conferral for degrees. For the safety and comfort of all, we request that families and friends remain seated during the conferral of degrees. In the interest of time and safety, we also ask students refrain from taking selfies and photos while crossing the stage. It is time to recognize the candidates from the School of Health and Natural Sciences. President Parrish, I have the distinct pleasure and privilege to present those students who have been certified by the registrar and my faculty colleagues as having completed all the requirements established by the state of New York for awarding the following degrees: Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Science, and Bachelor of Science, and Associate in Applied Science. At this time, I invite Dr. Nanette Highland, Interim Dean of the School of Health and Natural Sciences, to call the candidates forward to receive their degrees. Dr. Highland.
Thank you, Dr. Greenwood. It is my pleasure to invite the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy to approach the stage. The students will be hooded by the DPT Program Director, Dr. Ruth Hansen.
Jesse Joseph McAfee. Callie Evanchik. Kalina Justiniano. Jillian McNamee, with distinction. Chloe Simone Hudson. Zoe Ann Utko. Josue Herrera. Kevin Quinde, with distinction. Yolanda Volsimus. Armando Gong. Ashley Sarah Matthew. Kaylee Sahagan Sabino, with distinction. James Michael Policastro. Michael Anthony Bulla. Nicholas Daniel Lopez. Kazim Iqbal. Neil Mario Macias, with distinction. Michael Biancamano. Kiani Marie Gales, with distinction. Ashley Marie Gagliardi, with distinction. Jacqueline Elizabeth Tim, with distinction. Ellen Capellan Cordado, with distinction. Olivia Muscatella. Raquel Ann Marino, with distinction. Lizandra Faroku. Haley Mallon. Mia Elizabeth Harris, with distinction. Isabella Ann Zaccaroli, with distinction. Daniela Maria Barreta, with distinction. Sabina Mustafa, with distinction. Taylor Elizabeth Ramasco, with distinction. Aja Brianna Gardner, with distinction. Carly Marie Jacoby, with distinction. Lauren Schwartz, with distinction. Sophia Basha, with distinction. Erin Elizabeth O'Sullivan, with distinction. Shakima Sharice Ritchie, with distinction. Alexis Christine Urich, with distinction. Andrea Malena Gomez Chacon, with distinction. Wendy Leon, with distinction. Nicole M. Jacoby, with distinction. Brianna Garabito. Emily Rose Bannon. Julie Tenezaka. Isa Evelyn Charles. Emily E. Perez, with distinction. Brenna Noel Wassel, with distinction. Michelle Joyce Davenport. Donna M. Butler, with distinction. C.J. Burris, with distinction. Megan Rodolfo, with distinction. Beatrice A. Cancel. Gabriel O. Agorioge. Mikhail R. Miller. Narita Barber. Camila G. Romo, with distinction. Bridget Rivera, with distinction. Aisha A. Locke. Gina Elise Madden, with distinction. Leah Elizabeth Rodriguez. Isaura Rodriguez Otto, with distinction. Catherine Espinoza Friedel. Perla M. Rodriguez. Patricia Delorme. Chantella Sarika Ramute. Jasmine Lydia Lopez. Anmitha Sajan. Janana Sirikovich. Cristina Salguero Carnaghi. Bernice A. Lopez, with distinction. Melody Rodriguez. Brittany Olin. Fabiola Luis. Jessica E. Escobar. Mariam Ibrahim.
It is my further pleasure to recognize the candidates for the undergraduate degrees from the School of Health and Natural Sciences. Congratulations, graduates.
Jennifer Hernandez, summa cum laude. Gael St. Louis. Judith and Casiobi Chichioke. Ginelis Jiminy. Leslie Denise Gomez. Maria D. Fleury. Camille Chuco. Kezia Garcia. Glorita Nana Ancobea. Sara Tamayo Garcia, magna cum laude. Melissa Paz, cum laude. Melanil Neshali Pena. Wanda Ortega. Jocelyn Marisol Paucar, cum laude. Ariana Isabel Heredia. Joseph August Mosquito, summa cum laude. Melissa Shivone Mason, summa cum laude. Sabrina Molina. Marcus the King, summa cum laude. Jordan Taylor. Alessia Lalai. Caitlin Feldman. Michaela Ann Lambert. Regina Teixeira. Lisette Adeline Reyes, magna cum laude. Giselle Aregin, cum laude. Daniela Grace Love, magna cum laude. Ariana Jacko. Benuel M. Nguyen. Mohammed Abdul Mahdi Mansra, summa cum laude. Mulika L. Thompson. Arcadima Nikes, cum laude. Christina Eloise Nerona. Jessica Brianna Maycock, magna cum laude. Roxana Johnson. Alexandria Yadeka. Katrina C. Campbell. Brianna Tanisha Coot. Joe Ellen Alien Green. Justin Mikai Harrell. Alexia Nicolette Esco, summa cum laude. Tashana Taika Winter, magna cum laude. Sarah Caleta Bujata, summa cum laude. Kendall Nicole Adino, summa cum laude. Emily Tamika Gonzalez, cum laude. Mary Elizabeth McGrath, summa cum laude. Adelina Mona Ameti. Arminda Masala.
Lydia Veronica Ayanel.
Cheslane Jean Mary, magna cum laude. Diane Reyes, cum laude. Leslie Michelle Kaye, cum laude. Neoma Gasama, summa cum laude. Fariha Islam, cum laude. Elvita Natalia Pacheco Hernandez. Leslie Consuelo de Leon Mendez. Stacy Avendaño, cum laude. Drew Ryan Longville, magna cum laude. Christy Michelle Contreras Urrutia. Jonathan L. Macias. Dua Imran, summa cum laude. Daniela Gina Myrtle, cum laude. Riza Moran, cum laude. Clarissa Perez Hernandez. Naisha Nicole Harrison, magna cum laude. Holly Madison DeFeo, cum laude. Randy Cueva Payano, summa cum laude. Lauren T. Borchetta. Laura Ann Scholes, summa cum laude. Emily Valos. Lisette D. Jimenez, magna cum laude. Erica Samantha Chuya, cum laude. Hassan Kamagate. Angelo Jada Santiago, cum laude. Emmanuel Oladipupo Adeniji. Ala Alfaki, cum laude. Oscar Arturo Gonzalez. Henry Hoti. Elijah Kane Simmons. Ashwaf Ramesh. Zitlali Cuevas. Shirley Daniela Suscal, magna cum laude. Willow Cyan Marks, summa cum laude. Jessica Lynn Evans. Jason Carl Kuhner, cum laude. Justin Paul DeMonte. Tara C. Taylor. Astrid Soto. Ashley Rebecca Ferguson. Elizabeth Salazar, cum laude. Catherine Camano. Jana Lynch, summa cum laude. Lydia Davila. Felipe Ramirez. Shayla Crystal Ramajo. Angel Patricio Flores. Nahawa Fofana. Shakira Castillo. Felix Rivera. Anjali Caitlin Lekram. Joseph Loredo Loria. Evelyn Salome Barros. Dana Odoli Asamoah. Rihanna Texador. Sheila Elizabeth Miranda Ramirez. Abdulrahman Awode, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Stanovich, cum laude. Cheyenne Garcia, cum laude. Evgenia Fagan, magna cum laude. Stadaja Maisha Johnson. Abigail D. Fernandez. Austin Burns, cum laude. Alexandra Lee Giordano. Justin Mark Ramirez, magna cum laude. Dennis David Garcia Reyes. Stephanie Arevalo Ramirez. Akeba Celindo. Samoni Shauna K. Henry. Ashley Maria Gomez, summa cum laude. Leo Yesabel Rivera. Gabriela Yvette Paz. Angeles Mora. Jamari Alyssa Donis. Kaylin Emily McGill. Alexa M. Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Anabel Castillo Salas, magna cum laude. Catherine Cecilia Kosher. Laura Johanny Normiel, cum laude. Jocelyn Estefania, Nubra Moreno, magna cum laude. Donna Giselle Cochancela Quinde. Mikaina Angerville. Phoebe Enwala Charles. Luis Angel Montoya, magna cum laude. Kimberly Marie Jimenez. Lindsay Paige Shimborski, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Marie Cummings, magna cum laude. Rachel Catherine Palladino, magna cum laude. Isabel Aurelie Palladino, magna cum laude. Sierra Lynn Cristofides, summa cum laude. Cindy Lopez Polanco. Jacqueline Chuki Taipi. Marie Tai Summer Evans. Nicole Esmeralda Flores Núñez. Estefania Bonilla. Debiana A. Brown. Sydney Lauren Crawford, summa cum laude. Abby Al-Hashimi. Ugaris A. Polanco Vasquez, cum laude. Mary Angeli Tabarez Santana, summa cum laude. Reagan L. Keller, summa cum laude. Joanne K. Silvestri. Alia Espinal. Tamencia Brianna Lee. Aaliyah Adams. Esther Asare. Skylar Brandamarte. Gloria Ohini. Clementina Banahene, magna cum laude. Wilbert Bermajo Flores. Augusto Jesus Laime,
summa cum laude.
Melanie Julitza Garson Guayas, cum laude. Anthony Rafael Matos. Kiera Janae Singleton, summa cum laude. Shanice Gabrielle Duran. Antigone Alderman. Ashley Ann Kavanaugh, cum laude. Aminata Dukur. Azimatu Atinuke Nela. Andrea Tlaseca. Erica Pollock, cum laude.
Congratulations to all of our graduates from the School of Health and Natural Sciences. Woo! Graduates, please stand. Woo! Aren't they amazing? Let's give them another round of applause. right, now we're going to do the official part. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New York and Mercy University's Board of Trustees, I formally confer the appropriate degree upon all graduates who have successfully completed their course of study. Let's do your thing. Turn your tassels left to right. Congratulations! You all have worked so hard to get to this moment. Now get out there in the world and do us proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Parrish. The audience is asked to remain in place until the platform party recessional is complete. Congratulations, members of the class of 2025, and best wishes for an enjoyable summer and rewarding future. This concludes the 90th commencement exercises of Mercy University.
a big, huge open room with like screens.
How often do you have to do that?
Every year. We gotta do it every year. We usually finish it in 3 months. We usually do it like February, March. No, January, February.
Well, like once a week?